Welcome back to the Blonde Highlights podcast. I'm here with our co-host, Kris Yo.
Hey.
Today, we are going to be doing a special episode of the Blonde Highlights podcast. We are going to be reading Am I the Assholes and discussing them. We have searched through Reddit, have found some of the best, and we are ready to have a little bit of fun with this. But first, what is going on with you, Kris?
Okay, so first of all, I need to say how excited I am about this episode. I love doing these. These are so much fun, and I spent so many hours just sleuthing through Reddit last night, just trying to pick out all the ones that I like that genuinely made me laugh. There's some weird shit on Reddit, though. Can we just talk about that for a second? There's some really weird shit. If you think you're a weird person, go on Reddit, and there's someone either equally as weird or a little bit weirder than you.
Reddit is a deep, dark hole. It is, and there's a lot of deep, dark hole on there as well. But
I can't think.
But yeah, Reddit's a crazy place. It's the Wild West.
I love it. But I've been trying to get outdoors this week. Okay, she's coming out of her depression slump. Okay, because it has actually been sunny here. The sun is shining. We're above zero this week. It has been so much fun. It's March break. I've been basically running a friggin' summer camp or a spring break camp all week. So yeah, it's been good. Not too much otherwise going on over here. Just
meanwhile in LA,
it up.
Meanwhile in LA, it's cold and rainy, and it's raining right now. It's just bring our sun back.
We need some sunshine. I know there's such a difference in the way that the weather can really make you feel. Just by looking outside, I know what my mood's going to be like all day. I'm genuinely affected. If it's a rainy, cloudy day, I wake up and I'm just automatically not feeling great. I need sunshine. I need to be thriving.
Exactly. I've been just a piece of shit for a week and a half. Just vegged out, disassociated from Earth. Just
I love having piece of shit days. Honestly, every once in a while, I need a bed rot. I need a day to bed rot. But what else has been going on? How's your garden?
Well, the garden, it's cold and rainy, and I'm sure this coldness is killing off my seedlings in my greenhouse. So I'm hoping they're cold enough. I lost a handful of cucumbers. We're going to try to get over there today to check out to see if everything's dead. I don't know, because the seedlings were under a grow light in my house, and then I moved them to the greenhouse outside, and I'm worried it got too cold. I don't even know what's happening. My children may be gone. Oh
my God. We will be praying for them today.
Pray for my seedlings.
Yeah, we got to save those seedlings.
Exactly.
But Can we talk about your glasses, though? Can we talk about your glasses? It feels like you have a new personality today.
I do, yes. Well, we're revisiting her. I have the orange lens sunglasses on. And first of all, these are I want to just be in the light shaded sunglasses. I like the orange, the blue, the green, all of those. First of all, the orange makes everything a little brighter, a little sunnier. And I don't know. I'm just you can still see my eye through them. But I think this is the look.
Honestly, they look so good on you. I remember when we got circling back to almost a year ago, it was our second episode, or maybe it was our first episode that we wore those sunglasses. We got matching ones, and they look so good on you, and I kind of look like a pedo. They do not look good on me at all. I look like I'm on some sort of list. I can't wear them.
I've thought about wearing these when I'm doing stand-up.
Oh my God. That would give you such a boost of confidence.
Right? I just feel like it's a little edgy, I don't always look the most edgy, Sometimes I'm I look like I'm an infinity scarf away from looking like a racist. So I need to edge it up a little. You know what I mean? Because what I'm saying is I just have this look, especially when you're overweight sometimes too, you look extra conservative or extra, I don't mean that politically, I just mean in general.
I know what you're saying.
I want a little edginess,
Yeah. No, she's got to be cool.
She's got to be cool.
She's got to be cool and edgy.
Exactly.
She's fashionable.
Exactly.
Okay, so I still don't have TikTok.
Yeah.
I still don't have it. I haven't been using it. So when it comes to celebrity juice, I barely have any. So what do you have?
Well, I will
Because I
say
can tell by
this.
your face you have something.
Oh yeah, we have. We're still freeing Wendy because Wendy Williams needs to be freed. Things are getting heated over there, and she passed a competency test, and so she is mentally fit. She is fine. She's good. But her conservatorship is still fighting this, and the judges too, and they're like telling her they're like doing anything possible to keep her in this conservatorship, even though it's been proven that she is mentally competent and does not have dementia. And she's still locked on the floor of this building in the memory care facility. And they're doing everything possible to get her out of there. She's done an appearance on The View, I do believe this morning. And she has been on a few other shows like Good Night New York and everything. And basically she can call out. So she's calling into news shows and talking to them to like raise awareness. And so the conservatorship has said that this is all made up and that she's allowed to leave when she wants to leave and that her family can come see her and all this stuff. Well, then this week, her niece, who's a news reporter, came and met her and went to dinner with her and took her out. And so she's like, well, if the conservatorship said to the news that I'm allowed to leave, then why can't I leave? And so one of the employees actually like opened the elevator for them to go down. They left. The care facility called the police and reported her being taken. Yes. So she's like, well, yeah, because, well, obviously she's not allowed to leave then.
God.
Yes. So it is just an absolute mess.
You know, that person lost their job today that was trying to help her.
Oh, yeah.
Let her down the elevator.
I'm sure. I'm sure. And so I guess she's on The View today. So I'm really curious to see what's going to happen because The View has lots of viewership. And I know like there was on Good Day New York, there was one of the hosts. She went off. She was like, we need to free Wendy and everybody. So it's everyone's talking about it right now. And I think that Wendy helped with the Free Britney movement. And so now it's that time. And
we got to gang together. Like it's time to rally up.
Yeah, we got to get our girl back.
This is ridiculous. I just don't understand how people can just like place a conservatorship on people like that, especially when she's, you know, she doesn't need it. Like, I don't understand how the control even happens.
Exactly. And I think she was suffering with some substance abuse problems. She was drinking and it was getting out of control. But obviously, I mean, her husband left her for some young girl that he got pregnant and was using her money to buy her like fancy cars and a house and everything else. And like she went through hell and back. Yeah.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah. And lost her show. Like, of course she was drinking. Yes.
What else do you have? I feel like I've been missing so much.
Well, I just feel like I've lost everything too. Well, and I've been reading too, instead of scrolling TikTok endlessly. But the other thing, there's this new celebrity, and I think she originally came from The Bachelor, and then she was on that show Traitors. And
I love that show.
Yes. Okay. So do you ever, her name is Gabby Wendy?
No.
Okay. She is like our generation of Jennifer Coolidge. I swear, her voice.
Shut up.
Yeah, her voice is like that. She is so funny. She's hilarious. So she was on, after The Bachelor, she was on Traitors recently and is just killing it. Like on social media, all her videos are going viral of her just talking about whatever. She's so cool, funny, pretty, married to like a female comedian. So she was on The Bachelor, but now she's a lesbian. She's married.
I was gonna say, okay, because I'm looking her up right now. She's hot.
Yeah. It was so funny because she was on Watch What Happens Live, which is like a talk show that's on Bravo. Then they talk about housewives and everything else. And I do believe that Traitors was on NBC, which is like also the same company as Bravo. And so they are asking her questions and she's like, yeah, but I haven't got my check yet. She's been going off on Bravo and NBC for not getting paid yet. And they're like, we're going to pay you. Like, calm down. Stop saying that.
Oh my God. Stop it.
Yeah, which is so
Damn. She
funny.
wants her money.
She
She
wants her
wants her money,
money.
though.
Yeah, but people
She
are
needs the
telling,
cash.
yes, but people are saying that she is like the millennial Jennifer Coolidge, and I kind of see it.
I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole as soon as we're done. I'm gonna go. I must have not have seen her episode. I feel like I would know, or sorry, her season on Traders. But um, yeah, I'm definitely gonna go down a freaking rabbit hole.
Exactly. And she's on Instagram too. Because I seen her, I saw this a video of her on Instagram as well. So she's pumping content out over there. So
Oh,
you can
I
go check her
thought
out.
she saw it on here. I've already Googled her. I found her IG. We're good.
Yeah, it was good. I've been so far behind on Housewives and all my reality shows. And one night this week, I was at a client's house doing a hair extensions or whatever, and then a friend of mine lives like close by, so I stopped over at her house, and she made dinner, and we just watched like so much Bravo,
Oh my god.
and it was so
Amazing.
good. I haven't had a Bravo night in so long. And we watched a couple episodes of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We watched Denise Richards' new show. We watched Watch What Happens Live. We were watching all the shows, and it was a fun little evening.
I love a good TV night like that where you just catch up on all the trash TV. Like, this is the thing is that, like, I love watching shows like that with somebody, right? So when I'm watching, like, Love is Blind, I love watching it with another person so I can talk about it. I can do whatever. Like, you know how much I love it. I haven't even watched it because I normally watch it with my husband, Michael, but he's been so busy lately that we haven't been able to watch it. So I'm missing out on that. I can't get the Salt Lake City girls on my TV. Like, I cannot find it. Like, I'm missing out on so much. But I love having those nights where you just sit, you binge. Like, it's, oh, those are special nights.
Really special.
Really special. What's your highlight this week?
So highlights is the Housewives. I'm telling you because I've been so far behind the last couple seasons actually, and then I watched these episodes of the Housewives, and I'm like, oh my god, Beverly Hills is popping the fuck off this year. Like,
Yeah.
so much good stuff is happening on that show. Like, it is monumental. It is like, it's just. I feel like when the economy goes to shit, like certain things get better, like pop music gets better, reality TV gets messier, and I love it. And love that it gets messier and funnier. But
We love a mess. We
we
love
love
a
a
mess.
mess. It's just so much fun on that show. Dorit is over when everyone's fucking shit. She's telling everybody off. Kyle and Dorit, they're both separated but not divorced. Daily the paparazzi photos are coming out of their husbands out gallivanting around with like younger girls and partying with these women and everything else, and it is like a messy season. Another friend of mine who's like not even like a super like reality TV watcher, she texted me last night and she's like, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills this season is gold. It is
Oh my God,
amazing.
yes.
She's like, I have never
Yes.
laughed. I've never
That's a
laughed.
new word.
Yes. She's like, I never laughed so hard in my life. Yeah. But low light is, girl, this happened last night. I was leaving the salon late, and we just always kind of lock the doors. Like when it starts to get dark outside, it gets night, just like even if it's just one of us there, two of us there, we lock the doors. And so my coworker had left, and I finished my client, so I was there with her alone, and I thought he had locked the back door. Well, I went out the front door with my client to walk her to her car. And when I came back, I like unlocked the front door because I had locked it when I went out. And I came in and I noticed that the back door was half open. So I was like, oh my God, we got an intruder. Like, and it's raining and cold out. So of course, like a homeless person would come in or something. So I'm like, so like frozen, like, oh my God, somebody's in here or something. So I go check the back door, and then the gate to the alley from the back was open. And I was like, oh my God. And so I just like casually, like no one was answering their phone. No one was whatever. And so I'm like going over to the bathroom and like swinging the door open really fast and like checking and then like going into the closets or whatever. But I had to go upstairs, and I don't like going upstairs anyways. and no one would answer their phones. So finally, one friend called, and he's like, "You just need to fucking leave. Like, get out of
I don't
there."
know why you were even in there. Why the hell would you go back in there?
I don't know, but
Oh my God, you're dedicated.
why is it that I just feel like I'm like, let me just call somebody? Like, I don't know what. I don't know what my mom across the country is going to do. Like, I don't even know if she knows the address of my salon. Like, what is she going to do if someone jumps out? Like, I don't know, yell at them through the phone. Like, I'm like telling my mom on you.
Honestly, I can relate to that. There's been so many times where I've been like scared or something, and I call someone. I'm like, I just need you on the phone. Even if I've been creeped out at the house at nighttime, I've literally like I've called somebody if I'm home alone, just like if I need to go downstairs and like get something, if I'm creeped out. What are they gonna do? Nobody knows. But you need that comfort. I honestly, I take my hat off to you. I would have fucking ran so fast. I'd be like, not today. I would have called 911 and the manager. I'd be like, this is what happened. I'm out.
Yeah. But then I was like, oh God, my coworker probably just left the door half open and I didn't notice it when I walked out. But then I was like, I don't know. I didn't find anybody. And obviously she's here. She wasn't attacked or anything. So yeah.
Maybe it was a ghost.
Well, could have been. You know that the ghosts like me. So
she has a haunted following.
literally, I do. A lot of my followers are deceased and are viewing from the other side. And that's one of the key of the successes of Blonde Highlights is our fan base on the other side.
Ghost friends.
Our ghost friends.
Okay, so my highlight this week has to do with friends. I actually made a mom friend.
Oh.
Which is it's very rare that you find like a mom that your kids get along, kids are the same age, they like playing, and you can like genuinely get along with the mom and like just kick off. You know what I mean? So her and I met actually on a school trip. Yeah. And since then we've just like, we've done play dates, we've done whatever. And it's just organically been growing into like her and I actually just like being friends at the play date. Like it's so nice. Especially, and girl parents will understand this, I think, is that there's a difference when your girls, like your small girls get together for play dates. The moms, I feel like, become closer friends because the girls form like genuine, like bonded friendships. Where young boys, it's just more so like they just do play dates and they just play whatever. They have their close friends, but they're not the same as like girl friendships. So the moms are kind of just like distant from each other. Yeah. So I have a mom friend. She likes to do cool mom shit. So I'm excited about that. My low light, and this is something that has always bothered me, but it's happened to me twice this week, is I cannot stand when people text me back with just the letter K.
Noted.
No, like if you're giving me just a K, in my mind, I'm like, okay, this person's either pissed off. What did I do? What did I say? Why are they mad? What happened? I always respond like, are you mad? Like, I never write that back. If you send me an okay or just like a KK, I'm fine. But if you just send me a K, I just think it's rude because people know what that does. Mm-hmm. Why are you giving me this look right now?
No. Are you talking about me? Did I send you okay? Is this a passive aggressive low light?
You sent me a K this week.
When?
And you sent it. And my other friends in a group chat just put a K directed to me. And actually, Michael sent me a K this week. I had 3. And I was like, what is this? It takes 1 extra second just to write an O in front. And then my mind can be at ease. Do you understand? Like, okay means like, okay.
Okay. I don't like these accusations because I don't think I did.
Go through.
I don't think I did. I'm scrolling right now. What day would this have happened? I sent you an okay fun with 3 exclamation marks.
So you sent me that.
Okay. I'm back to Tuesday. Oh.
Okay, well, I'm at Sunday.
Oh, it was last Sunday? Monday. Okay. I think,
Oh my God, no, I sent you the K.
stop it. When did you do this? So, okay, so what you're saying is
I did
that,
it last Saturday. I did it last
stop
Saturday
it.
at 6:45.
So what you're saying is that you're telling this as your low light because you're making the point. You're like, I don't think that she got that I texted her, fuck you. Like she was,
No,
this
I
is what you're
didn't realize it
saying.
was
You're
me.
like,
I
I
thought it
was
was
trying.
you.
You were like, I was trying to
Oh
pick a
my,
fight with you and you did not get it. So I'm bringing it up in my
no,
low light this week. Is that what's
I wasn't
happening?
picking a fight. No, it happened to me 3 times. So maybe I just assumed it was you because I'm remembering our conversation, and now it's me. I'm the asshole.
You're the asshole for sure.
You just had to publicly put me in my place. Look at this. Oh my God.
No, but
I knew it was in there somewhere. I knew it was in there.
yeah, but no, people do know that, like, I'm just teasing you, but I think people do know that the just K or the thumbs up emoji, like, these mean things. And for the longest time, I used to send the thumbs up emoji to people all the time, or I used to respond with just K. And I was just like, minute, like, okay, like, I meant it in a positive. I didn't think of it as a negative connotation to it, but I got corrected. People were like, please don't do that.
I can't. I can't handle it. So, all right. I'm an asshole.
Mm.
So speaking of assholes, let's see if there's other assholes out there like me.
Yes.
All right. So Kyle and I haven't discussed the ones that we found online. So we are going to read one back and forth. Now, some of these are pretty straightforward and we didn't leave room for elaboration, but some of them, you need that additional context. We've added it in. So do you want to go first or shall I? You know what? You go first because I disprove that I'm the asshole. Go ahead.
Okay, so this one. Am I the asshole for telling my friend that I was done inviting her to parties? And so the backstory with this is that this girl was having dinner parties with her friends. And she's 22, it says. So she's having these dinner parties and she loves to cook. She's a really good cook. And at the end of the parties, this particular friend of hers just started packing up the leftovers.
Oh.
Yeah, and took them home. And so the following time, she was like, girl, why'd you take all the leftovers? Like, I planned on having that this week. And she was like, okay, I won't do it again. And then the following next time she has a dinner party, same thing. And so she like called her out and it was like, girl, if you keep taking the leftovers that I plan on having for food the next few days, I'm not going to invite you to my dinner parties. Like, why are you stealing all the leftovers?
Oh my God.
Yes. So the following time she had a dinner party, she catches the friend snatching up the leftovers in a container. And so she's like, why are you taking my leftovers? And when I've told you not to do this, and so she stopped inviting her to the dinner parties. So is she the asshole for stopping to invite her to the
No.
dinner parties?
No, because she's told her like 3 times. Food's expensive, man. Like,
I know.
look, when I have people over, I always send them home with everything. Like whatever. Like if there's leftovers, whatever, I send it all home, right? But if I'm specifically like I want to save things, or like if I'm close enough with the person, then it's like, hey, whatever, like just like take whatever. It's not a big deal. But if they're like, hey, no, don't take that, it's like you don't take it. And then so if you keep doing it, I don't think they're an asshole. Do you?
No, I don't think she's an asshole, but I'm like, I just thought that was so funny. I just picture this girl. She's like snatching up all the leftovers and throwing them in Ziploc baggies in her purse and run it out of there.
No. And she's like, fuck this. Groceries are expensive. I'd be like, or on the other side, maybe then I would be like, maybe she's like financially strapped and like this is her way to have extra food. So then maybe I would keep inviting her and just letting her take the food. I don't know. That's tricky.
Yeah.
It depends on the person, I think, and your relationship with them.
Yeah. I think I included this because it in my head was a lot funnier because it reminded me of somebody that I know that would absolutely do this.
Are you alluding to me?
No, not at all. And this person is an asshole.
Okay, well, this is actually kind of follows. Am I the asshole for leaving a family gathering and taking the cake with me after getting my feelings hurt? So I'll give you the backstory on this, right? So the person hit their 1 year sobriety and they were at a family gathering and the mom got a cake and was like, okay, you can announce it to everyone, whatever. So they announced it. And then the brother-in-law was like, oh, since we're mentioning all these things, our daughter got into like whatever gymnastics. And so I guess this person was like, why the fuck did you just like steal my happy moment? I just hit like a record of like sobriety. There's a cake for it. So they're like, fuck this, I'm out, and took the cake.
This is, I feel like she's a little bit of an asshole because yeah, it was like her moment, but also like other people have moments too. You know what I mean? I think
I'm with you on that.
it's her cake for her sobriety, but also like it's kind of an asshole move to think that like everything is just about you.
Yeah, and I can kind of see like the brother-in-law just sort of being like, oh, since we're on the topic, like,
Yeah.
by the way, since we're saying good things, like I could kind of see that too. But I thought it was so funny. These are really funny when you just read it out loud in your head. Like,
Yeah.
when it's just like, I took the cake.
She just snatched it and ran out with it. But like, you're getting mad because your like niece stole your thunder.
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know.
I get it, but I'm also like weird. I don't know.
I know.
That's a little bit of a weird one. Am I the asshole for calling the police on a 2-year-old child running around the neighborhood unsupervised?
Okay, you're not an asshole because it's like, if you can tell that there's no supervision, like you don't know who this kid is and you call the police, fine. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you should call the police.
In the person's description, she said that there was this 2-year-old child running around and there was like a 7-year-old child or so with them. And she recognized the like older child from the neighborhood, but did not recognize the 2-year-old and couldn't find a parent or anything anywhere. And so she called the police. And then the neighbors came out and confronted her and was like, why the hell did you call the police on my child? And
okay, so one of the kids lives on the street.
Yes.
No, I think they're the asshole. I don't think that you should, do you know what I mean? Like call the police right away. You could maybe go to the door and be like, hey, your kid's out with this 2-year-old.
Yeah.
Like, do you know, or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think she's the asshole because it's like, people need to be watching their children. Like, I would be concerned. But also, like, I feel like maybe I'm like, does she know that this is this person and it was just a asshole move to like, when she could have just knocked on her door?
That's what I mean. Because if she said, I recognize the child, like, okay, if I saw one of my neighbors who I always see and their kid is out with their smaller child and maybe they're walking and maybe they're doing whatever and the kid's 7, I would naturally just like kind of keep an eye on it or whatever. If it's going on for a long time, then I'd be like, hey, like depending, but it's kind of one of those things like, well, the parent obviously knows they're outside. And I don't know. I think it depends. Yeah. And I think it depends on where you live. And I think, but like 2 is really small.
Really small. That's what I thought. And when I picture that, I just picture like, it's like a trailer park and she's like, Brantley, go play with your friend outside. I'm going to be smoking some crack with my new boyfriend inside.
Okay, and then it's like, yes. But I'm picturing it where I live, where it's like, almost a freaking gated community. It's just like subdivision, family. And I'm like, if I saw them playing outside, I probably wouldn't think anything.
Yeah.
Because I would know who it's different. But yeah, I think it depends on where this situation.
Yeah, exactly. Like me growing up, like we just terrorized the neighborhood. Like we were everywhere.
That's what I mean. Like,
we were in our neighbors' houses, snatching food out of their fridge. We were getting slices of cheese. We were getting juice boxes.
Okay. Am I the asshole for dating my friend's ex?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's an asshole move. But also like, if you click, you click. You're probably going to ruin a friendship.
It's not a territory that I would want to step in. But yeah. I can see how it does happen. I just wouldn't be able to because there's all that history. Like, I think it would ruin the friendship.
Yeah, it would definitely ruin them. I would never do that to any of my friends. But
Mm-mm.
I also do feel like there's a lot of like acquaintances, and I could see where someone could be just be like, this is my villain origin story right here. We're clicking. This is gonna happen. I'm assured of
Yeah.
my decision, and I'm just gonna like burn this bridge to the ground.
Yes.
But
Okay.
it's an asshole move for sure.
I think so too. I think so too. Because even if your friend says it's okay, there's got to be something there that would bother, you know?
Exactly. Yes. Am I the asshole for telling my pescatarian friend it's her fault she ate meat? And so basically, they were at a restaurant and her friend is pescatarian and they brought out she ordered like a fish something. They brought out this dish and it looked like it had meat in it. And she was like, is this meat in here? And so she takes a bite of it and she's like, oh my God. So then she calls the waiter over and was like, threw a huge fit and this whole thing. And then the restaurant apologized, brought her out the actual dish it was supposed to be, and comped the meal, everything. And then the girl at the end of the dinner, she ended up tipping. And this was not in the US where, so it wasn't even tipping, isn't even as enforceable. So she could have just not tipped at all either. But then she went on to leave this like raging, crazy review on Yelp about the restaurant and how they did this. And so the girl called her and was like, hey, like, I thought you were chill and everything was fine. This is some small business restaurant that you're leaving these nasty reviews on their thing. And she's like, it was obvious that it wasn't fish. Like it was so clear that it was not what it was, and you chose to take a bite out of it. And you're making this whole story up and this whole victim of, oh my God, I can't believe I accidentally ate meat, and is making a huge deal out of it. And her friend was like, but you tipped and you were like nice and everything went fine. And you're like, this review is going to hurt this like small business. So it's like, is she the asshole or is she not?
She's not the asshole. She's not the asshole because, okay, even if it looked like meat or whatever and she accidentally ate it and whatever, if it was solved there at the restaurant and the restaurant like comped the meal and the restaurant was like, oh my God, and like mistakes happen, okay? And I feel like then if you act like it's okay and then like, why go online? Do you know what I mean? Especially if the friend's like, you could visibly tell it was meat, like you decided to eat it, you know? Like I used to be a pescatarian, so like there's certain things where like it does look questionable, but if I ate something, I would just be like, hey, this has meat, like I ordered this, like whatever. You don't need to drag them through the mud. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Like on one hand, I'm like, it is, on one hand, you're justified to leave a bad review for something like that. But on the other hand, it's like they really took care of the situation. And it kind of seems like the girl was knowingly bit into the food and then later on had regrets and like made a huge stink of it and was trying to get yeah, and it was like she already got the meal for free and everything else. And so I don't know, I just included this because I was like, this is a kind of like a discussion where I feel like you could see both sides of it.
You can see both sides, but then I feel like for me, when a business messes up or something, and then, you know, if they rectify their mistake and they own up to it, and it's like, hey, I'm really sorry, let's do this, and they try to make up for it, then it's like, okay, the mistake happened and you move on. For me, it's when they do nothing and they don't acknowledge you and they like gaslight you. That's when I get pissed off. Do you know what I mean? Like there's room for error in every business. So it's like, I think she wanted the free meal. I think she just wanted to talk about it. I think she wanted the attention. Like her friend is not the asshole.
Yeah.
So.
I agree with that.
Let's see. Mine. Am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend to suck it up over my dildo collection?
Say that again?
Basically, am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend to suck it up over my dildo collection?
Absolutely not.
He did not like that she had toys.
Is he insecure that the toys are going to be better than him?
Thank you.
Because they are.
Like, Here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. Is that like I think I've been with a man before who was like this, who hated the idea of toys and whatever. And it's like, this has nothing to do with you. Like, it's, do you know what I mean? Like, you should be allowed to do whatever you want with your own body. Like, fuck off.
That's, no, this guy's the asshole and he's a piece of shit and you should leave him and live out, keep your collection of the toys.
And here's the thing is that, like, other women that I know need a toy during sex. Like, they need a toy in order to orgasm. So it's like, if your partner has a problem with that, it's like, what? Like, I'm not allowed to get off because of your ego? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Well, and it's like, well, obviously, it's like, if you can't outperform them, join them.
Join them. Like, just everyone's here for a good time. Like, I can't.
Exactly.
He's the asshole.
He's the asshole for sure.
I'd be like, you secretly just want to use one.
Yes. That's what it is. He's afraid that she's going to use them on him. Mm-hmm. So this one is juicy, I feel like. So, am I the asshole for telling my sister-in-law to get out of my daughter's baby shower?
I think I saw this one.
Did you?
I think so.
Okay.
I remember this title. I didn't read through it.
Okay.
Is there context?
Yes. So the context is that this woman's daughter, she had a baby shower. She was pregnant. She had a baby shower and like had got all these gifts. And when she went to have, she gave birth to a stillborn. Oh. So in lieu of like all of the baby stuff and everything, they were kind of like, should we return them as the gifts, or what should we do? And the girl was just like, just donate them. Mm-hmm. Just donate them to a charity. It's fine. Well, she was able to get pregnant again. And so she's having this baby shower. Well, some of the sister-in-law, like the mom's sister-in-law, was at the party and she was like talking shit to people and saying like, oh, she's having a baby shower for baby number 2. We already bought her all this shit. And
oh my God.
Yeah. And she gave it away. And then she said, she said she was tacky for having a baby shower for a second child. But then she also said, let me find this. She said, if you hadn't torn, Philip was the first baby that was a stillborn. If you hadn't torn Philip's nursery apart and gotten rid of everything, you wouldn't be here begging for presents for this baby.
I would have kicked her out of the family.
Right?
I would have been like, you're done, bitch. Like, no. Oh my God, I have no words.
No words.
That is so messed up.
That is
so messed up.
Exactly. And I feel like the baby shower, why not have baby showers for every baby? You know, like obviously you're probably going to have a crib. You're going to have some of the bigger things, but have a little get together. It doesn't have to be fancy. Have some food and maybe some like little baby clothes, diapers, whatever. So I don't think it's tacky to have another baby shower. Obviously, maybe you don't need as much of the same things as you would the first. And every family's different.
Every family's different. Some people have one for every child. Some people have one when the kids are like spread out, whatever. Some people only have one baby shower. I don't care what people do. Like, have your fun. However, in this situation, why would she want to keep any of that stuff? It's just a reminder. She did the right thing. She just donated it. And here's the thing is that like anybody in their right mind would absolutely want to throw her another baby shower and give her happy moment back. And it's not just about the gifts. It's about like just enjoying the process of like, oh my God, that's a C word. I don't know if I can say it right now.
Right. Mm-hmm. That is another level. Mm-hmm. Like, so obviously you're not the asshole for kicking this bitch out of the baby shower. And I think that she needs more punishment, to be honest.
I wouldn't let her see the new baby.
Nope, not at all. But can you
Ever.
imagine? Can you imagine being like about a stillborn baby if you would have thrown away all the shit? And first of all, like a baby shower is not you there begging for gifts.
No. And women, I know me, like, we love to buy, like, you know what I mean? Like, for other pregnant women. Like, it's fun. It's, like,
Yeah, I know. I like crochet baby blankets for all of my nieces and nephews.
exactly. And you're
Yeah,
not going to be like,
yeah,
it's fun. Oh my God. Good for that mom.
yes.
Okay. Am I the asshole because I ate more than my share of a 6-foot party sub last night?
Wait, did other people? I wonder if did other people not get their part of the sub?
No.
Yeah, you're the asshole, but I get it. Some
Like, oh, me too. Like, I get it, but like, you're the asshole.
Yeah, but
I
aren't we
know.
always the asshole for something?
I know.
That is messy. I love that. Okay, so am I the asshole? My friend wants to travel with me, but didn't book her flight for 6 weeks. And so basically the backstory is that this girl um and her friend were like planning this trip to go on something, and the girl had got this week off work, she got this time off, and the friend was like, yeah, I want to go, I'll go. And so she was like, okay, buy your plane ticket, buy your whatever. But the girl was like, hold on, I gotta get the money together, I gotta get this together. And so basically it had gone on for 6 weeks, and so now it's like 2 weeks before they leave. They have not booked the hotel or Airbnb. They haven't booked the flights. And the girl was going to visit some family member somewhere. And so she would only be staying in an Airbnb if the friend was coming with her. And so she told the friend, well, you have till Friday to make this decision.
Sure.
And the girl was like, well, on Monday I'll know for sure. But the thing is that Monday was the week that they're leaving that weekend. And so the girl, after she said that, she was like, you know what? Like, this is a mess. I'm just going to go ahead and book my own flight. And I'm just going to stay with this other friend. And I'm just no longer going with this girl. And then the girl got so mad at her and was like, we had this planned. Why would you just cancel like me out of the trip and just go by yourself?
What's planned though? Nothing's planned. It's an idea. Like at this point, she's not the asshole. I think it's one of those things where it's like, okay, I'm gonna still go. I'm gonna do whatever. If you can make it, book it, and I'll see you there.
Yeah. Well, but the thing is she uninvited the friend because she was saying, I don't know if you're going or not. I'm just going to go visit this friend, and I'm not going to book an Airbnb because I was only booking an Airbnb with you because we were going together. And so the friend can't go now.
But it's been 6 weeks.
Exactly. That's my thing. I don't think that the girl was the asshole. I think
No.
that the friend was being an asshole and
Yeah.
being flaky and being uncommittal. And I think that you could have that discussion because I've been there where it's like, let me see if I can get the money together or whatever. But I always, if I'm talking with a friend, I'm like, until I give you the money, this is not for sure. So like, I make other plans if you have to. That was my thought. I think she's drug her along for this long, whether she has the money or not. It's just a shitty situation. So she's going to do it. I'm sorry that sucks, but like,
I know. I agree.
and it's one thing if you tell the friend, like, listen, I'm trying to get the money together, but I'm 100% certain we're going. We can go on this day. We can do this. I'll have the money by this day. And you could work with them on that, I feel like. But to push it to the last minute so much and then get
Well, 'cause
angry.
then it's not fair because then the other friend's missing out on, what could be like a good trip in the sense of she's like, she could have been planning with the other people things that she could be doing or like making her own itinerary, but she's been banking on this one girl. I think the
Exactly.
friend's the asshole.
I think so too.
Okay. We're really in agreement today.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for ignoring my boss and blocking his number on vacation?
No.
No.
No,
No.
because here's the thing is that we have allowed this, especially with the pandemic and people working from home, we've allowed this to go to a point where people think that employers think that they have 100% 24/7 access to their employees.
Mhm.
And once you're clocked out, you're done.
Well, that's like if that's your vacation time, like what is so important, unless like the whole company is like clearly she's blocking it because this guy's a problem. Her boss obviously doesn't have the boundary of like, okay, you're done work. I'm gonna leave you alone. Do you know what I mean? Like, why else would you block your boss's number? Right? Like if they're like a decent boss, that it's like you don't need to block their number. Like, and then if they're calling, okay, something is terribly wrong. But clearly it's gone to the point where she has to like block and like hide his number so she can go on a peaceful vacation. I'd be like, quit your job.
Yeah. What happens is there's some people who have no life outside of work and they think that everyone else has no life outside of work. And when I'm not at
Uh-huh.
work, I don't want to know about work. I don't we're not there.
Uh-huh.
Especially
Uh-huh.
like I'm self-employed, so I feel like the phone calls, the texts, the nothing, it never ends. And it kind of drives
Uh-huh.
me fucking crazy. But that's the trade-off with
Uh-huh.
the career that I have. But if I was in an office, if I had a corporate kind of gig, I had a job, like a job, and I
Uh-huh.
was off the clock, I don't fucking know you.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't,
like leave me alone.
no, I'm not even talking to you if I see you in public. Like, I don't know you.
No, no, absolutely not. I get paid to talk to you. Like,
Exactly.
no. Like, fuck that. No. Okay. I don't know. Okay. This one was an interesting one. Okay. I have a few more, but am I the asshole for being at a breakup point with my husband's made up language? Okay. Now, my other half has always been goofy, giving his own names for things, and doing impressions. About 18 months ago, this started to increase a lot. It's now a constant present in our lives, and I'm finding it difficult to live with. Example, he has his own name for most retail outlets, professionals, and organizations. Example, Eat Your Greens is Walgreens. Sharks and Gobbles, Barnes and Nobles. He has about 30 to 40 everyday words that he insists on using in place of normal ones. Scuppers means with a rising whistle at the end. So he like whistles the S. Scuppers means yes. Bing with a descending whistle means no. Agayaya means good night. He constantly does weird sound impressions, not like celebrities or characters, but a single noise that a made up sound from or something childish like a fart from a children's TV show. He speaks random words like garbage or douchebag whilst burping or farting. He has made up names for our friends, which he uses sometimes even under his breath when we're out with them. Pam and Will is Pig and Wig. I don't know. She's like, I'm just, I didn't know. He's normal in other aspects and works a professional job. It's giving Phil Dunphy.
It's given,
For
I'm gonna go
modern
snatch
day.
someone's man.
He sounds like a good time. Like,
Yeah.
right? Like the sounds, I'm like, okay, I couldn't deal with that. Like, I hate when the kids do it, but like, I think it's just funny. I don't know. I think it would be fun. I see how it would be annoying sometimes. Like, there needs to be that balance of like joking versus just like have a normal fucking conversation. But like, I don't know. I love the nickname for the friends,
I love
Pig and
that.
Wig.
Can you imagine that like he's like pissed you off and you're like super angry about something and he's just like bacon wig
Yeah, he's like scuppers.
or scuppers or scuppers.
You know what? You know what? Bye, a gaga. Like, good night. I don't know. I think it's fun a little
I
bit.
think
Like I
it's
can see
fun.
how it's annoying sometimes, but like I mean, let the guy have a little fun.
Let
I
him
think
have
she's the
fun.
asshole. I think she's the asshole,
Yeah, she's the asshole for sure.
right? I don't know. I think if they had kids and the kids were really annoying and doing that all the time and she'd get like overstimulated, I could see because sometimes Michael's like a giant child too sometimes, and he's funny and does things, and sometimes like okay, for the instance, the other day we're driving in the car and he's like dancing and like singing and whatever, and I'm trying to talk about something and I'm just like, oh my God, like not every single time in the car does it need to be like carpool karaoke, like your dance performance. And then instantly I'm like, I'm the asshole because he's just having a good time, but like it's overstimulating. So like I do see that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
There needs to be a balance.
Am I the asshole? My roommate's mom banged on my door when I had a guy over and said, shut the fuck up. And so basically, these two girls, they're college roommates. And the one girl's mom came to visit her for the weekend. And the other girl, her boyfriend had came over and they had done nothing. And it was like 3, 4 in the morning. And they decided to like fool around a little bit. They were just like making out or whatever. There was no loud noises. And the other girl's mom goes across the apartment, bangs on the roommate's door and was like, shut the fuck up. I can hear you. And all of this stuff. So is she the asshole or not? Like the girl that the mom was yelling at. Is she the asshole or not? And I feel like it's kind of tricky because it's kind of both. What do you think?
Look, it depends. If she's getting freaky and she's just like no holds back, like just letting it all out, and you know your friend's mom is there, she's the asshole. If there's like the odd thing that slips out, or like, you know, like you can kind of hear something, but it's like so faint, then it's like, leave it alone. You know what I mean? Like, if you're just hearing like clapping and like all of that and moaning like the whole time, like just through the window or through the wall, I'd be like, shut the fuck up. Like, yeah. But I feel like it's just inappropriate if your brother's mom is visiting. Like, I think that she should have shown a level of respect to not be in that situation out of respect for like her mom being there.
Yes. Yeah. And that was my thing too. I'm like, one, the mom, like, I get it. Like, the thing is like my mom's always going to come stay with me. She's not going to get a hotel. Some parents will stay at a hotel near their child's apartment or whatever. But I just feel that like if my mom is staying with me and my roommate does something, it's like the mom knew what she was getting herself into. These are like college kids, and she has a roommate who's paying rent and has her own life. And so you should expect for a little bit of something happening, you know, in some college apartment. But also it's like, don't be like, I don't know. I wouldn't, if my roommate's mom was staying with us, I wouldn't be bringing some guy over. But also, like,
if it's her boyfriend and her boyfriend's like, it depends. Like, if you could hear like a little bit where it was just like faint and like accidental, you know, where it's like, I wouldn't say it. Like, I wouldn't say anything anyways. But like, if she's just like really like not giving a shit, I just think that that's rude. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's like your space and it's whatever, it's like if you guys have your parents coming for like at any time, like there should be like a code of respect. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think the mom's an asshole for doing that because like then it puts her daughter in a situation. She doesn't live there. You know, she probably pays the rent, but like, you know, I don't think she should have done that because it's a weird situation. But I think the friend, you know, even if you're not friends with your roommate, I just wouldn't even be able to do that knowing that like somebody's mom is in the living room, you know?
No, I know. And that's what I think. Like, I think they're both assholes, to be honest, in this situation. But at my college apartment, the walls were so paper thin, and my next door neighbors they were a mess. They were fighting, screaming, throwing things at each other. Boom, into sex now. And then it was just like the bedroom banging on the wall. The walls are paper thin, the screaming, yelling, like wild noises. And we would literally like Me and our friends, we would be like in my living room and we would start like banging on the walls back and being like yelling and making sex noises back through the wall
Oh
and
my
like
God, yes.
cackling and laughing our ass off. And like as soon as we would start to hear them fighting, I'm like, oh God, get ready for it. Get ready for
Get
it.
the popcorn on. It's gonna be a show.
Yes.
Oh, well, you know what? I guess when we do this segment, it just proves that there's so many other assholes out there.
Yeah, exactly. And this is,
We're not the only one.
yeah, we do this to show that we are not complete assholes that send Ks to each other.
Yes. Okay, we're not alone. But this is really fun. I love when we do these segments. I think these are like my favorite. But thank you so much for listening, guys. We've had so much fun. We hope that you have too. If not, sex to be you. But we will see you next week.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.